What the flick is up, people? I'm Jacob, we're CineFile, I'll be your Huckleberry, and I've got a big question today. What the flick is up with the Oscars? We need to fix the Oscars. It's trash anymore for so many reasons. I bet you guys are dying to know the reasons why I think the Oscars are trash. Reason number one, they're too long. They're just too damn long. The rent is too damn high and the Oscars are too damn long. That was such a dated joke, it was painful to say. But yeah, they're just too long. Nobody wants to watch Hollywood jerk itself off for 3 hours. I would love to watch them do it for an hour, so why can't we cut it down to an hour? My solution to this, do like the Emmys. The Emmys do daytime Emmy awards and in prime time. Why can't we just cut it down to like 10 categories that we do in the show, and then the other categories are done in a private party like the Emmys? But what categories would we pick, you might ask? If I was a betting man, I say everybody watches Best Picture. I would say everybody watches Best Actor. I would say everybody watches Best Actress. I would say 75% of people who watch the Oscar want to see who the supporting actor and actresses are, so that's 5. I would say people care about adaptive and original screenplay. That's 7. Best director is always a big one. That's 8. Cinematography definitely should be in there. That's 9. So why can't we get it down to 9? Oh, even if we're feeling generous, best original song could be in there too. But what if we just did those 10 categories at the Oscars for the show? That'd be great. It could be like an hour and a half then. The speeches could be a little bit longer. Everything could be toned down. Everything would always be funny, always have something going on. There wouldn't be as many awkward segments. It would be so much better. I think it'd find maybe some more viewers. I'm not a scientist. I don't know these things. I'm just an opinionist. I don't even know if it's a word. I'm just an opinionist. I'm kind of into that word. You guys feeling that word? Is that a real word? If that's a real word, let me know in the comments. But in my opinion, the Oscars are too long. I usually love watching the Oscars. This is actually my first year I have not watched it in about 10 years. So let's shorten these Oscars so everybody can watch and enjoy them. Reason number 2 why the Oscars suck. Like I said, this is the first year in about 10 years since I have not watched the Oscars. And here's why. The movies were shit this year. It was a bad year for movies. Out of all the Oscar nominees I saw, Lady Bird and Dunkirk are the only 2 that stuck with me as good movies. 3 Billboards had potential, kind of fell flat. And as you guys know, I'm an avid Shape of Water hater. That movie, you guys almost set me off again. If you want to see that, man, click here for Shape of Water. What the flick? That's a whole nother rant about why I hate that movie. But the movies this year were weak, just super weak. There's a formula that people are putting in to make an Oscar movie. Look at The Post. The Post is like the safest movie ever made. Okay, give me Tom Hanks, give me Meryl Streep, Steven Spielberg, historical issue, boom, give me an Oscar. You know, it's just so safe. Why can't they reward risk takers more and more? The nominees just were not strong this year. They totally missed out on Blade Runner, which I still am very aggravated about. I lose sleep over that because that movie is beautiful and a good movie and has good acting. It's a beautiful movie. Like Get Out, I like to Get Out. I don't know if Get Out should have been nominated for Best Picture. I've seen better horror movies, so I don't know. It's not Best Picture material. Get Out was a good movie. I think what Jordan Peele did was entertaining and really strong, important message behind it, but was it nominated for Best Picture? Did it deserve that? Not in my opinion. The Oscars are just getting oversaturated with all these different movies. I think we need to take it down to 5 nominees of the best movies that year, and let's not leave movies out who weren't released in Oscar season. I think that happens way too much. So that's reason number 2. So reason number 3 is they miss great nominees. Like I said, Blade Runner, 2018. Why was that not nominated? I'm scratching my head. Come on. 2013 had one of the biggest misses ever. They did not even nominate The Master. Go and watch The Master. That movie is amazing. That is some of the finest acting you will ever see in a movie. That is probably the top 10 acted movie of all time. 2 of the greatest actors of the last 15 years just going at it. It's as they would say, tour de force. That movie, the acting is amazing. The cell block scene in that movie. If you have not seen that scene, don't even, go watch the movie. Definitely go watch the prison cell scene. It is amazing. It will move you. The acting in that movie is amazing. So why are we missing all these nominees? If you can narrow it down, give me 5 Best Picture nominees, and really, the Academies take a minute and think about who should be nominated. Pull everybody. The Academy might need to be diversified a little bit because some of our younger fans, like myself, or some of the older fans, enjoy these new creative movies. So why can't we combine the 2 categories together to get the 5 best nominees? So like I said, there's some easy fixes. Give us 5 good nominees that everybody agrees on, or most people. Shorten the Oscars in half, cut it in half, do 2 ceremonies, do a live TV ceremony. There's so much internet streaming right now. Just stream the rest of the ceremonies or put it on at a different time on TV, but give us the creme de la creme, the awards we want to see in one ceremony. Also, random thought, do we really need a Best Animated Feature? If an animated feature is that good, shouldn't it be nominated for Best Picture? I don't know. Am I the only one who thinks that? Drop me a comment below if you agree or disagree with me and why. So now I'm going to break down the 4 movies out of the last 8 years that I thought should not have been nominated and were the worst nominations. Number 1, the worst win, the worst nomination, everything I hate on this earth, Shape of Water. Number 2, American Hustle. American Hustle is so embarrassing, I think. That movie is boring. The story is dragged out, but it could be amazing. There's so much going on there. It's got a cast that's amazing, a director who's well proven. Robert De Niro is in it, and he's trying to actually act. De Niro barely tries to act anymore, and it's wasted on this just oversaturated, fatty, just not good movie. Gosh, I'm very passionate towards my hate of that movie. Boyhood, hated Boyhood. If I film myself for 12 years, would I get nominated for an Oscar? I don't know, I might. And Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close? No. There's so many better movies out there that should have been nominated. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. Let's not nominate movies that are not that good. You're killing me, Academy. You're killing me here. So next I'm going to do something a little bit fun, and I'm going to name the 5 movies out of the past 8 years that I think everybody should see, regardless of if they were nominated, won, or not. So let's start. Movie number 1 on this list, Birdman. Birdman's amazing. There's only a few takes in that movie because of the long takes, which is so hard to act in long takes. You have to continuously act. The movie's original, the acting's phenomenal, the story is great, cinematography amazing, directing awesome. That movie's a knockout. If you're a cinephile, if you love movies, and you haven't seen Birdman, go watch Birdman immediately. My second movie is Inception. I shouldn't have to say that much about Inception. We all know by now that Inception is amazing and one of the most important movies ever on a filmmaker level. That movie is so just original. Every time you watch it, you pick up more stuff. Visually stunning. Visually stunning. Just, I shouldn't have to say that much about Inception. You guys should already know. The third movie on the list, Mad Max Fury Road. This movie just wiped everyone out. This movie was so good, and I was so excited when this movie got nominated for Best Picture because it did not get released during the Oscar seasons. By no means is it an Oscar movie, but it is amazing. The story is good, the acting is good, but the effects are great. It's so high-paced, one of the best rewatch values you will ever see in a movie. Mad Max Fury Road is so important. Definitely watch Mad Max Fury Road. Movie number 4, Sicario. I think anybody who watches any kind of movie or film content on YouTube realizes that everybody in this community loves this movie. This movie is just breathtaking, suspenseful, great action, great acting, great story, great directing. This movie is so good. Definitely in my top 5. And my 5th, I really struggled with this spot. Movie number 5, already talked about it in this episode, The Master. Holy shit, like I said, The Master, the acting is amazing. The story is so dense. So many parallels it draws. It's allegorical. It sees, not only on face value, people think it's about Scientology, which it is, but there's so much more. It has a lot to do with consumerism, America today, America in the past, so much tied in this movie. This movie is amazing. Paul Thomas Anderson, for God's sakes, PTA is directing this. Amy Adams is in it. Joaquin Phoenix. And of course, my boy Philip Seymour Hoffman. All these people in one great movie. The Master, so good. Definitely top 5 of the last 8 years. So if you haven't seen those movies, check those 5 movies out. If you agree with me the Oscars need fixed, give me an upvote. If you think I'm just an idiot who rants, give me a downvote. If you like what you see, subscribe. If you think we could be doing better, let us know. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Usually those pop up here, they might pop up here, they might pop up here, they might pop up here. I don't know where they're gonna pop up. They're gonna pop up somewhere, so definitely stay tuned, subscribe, follow us.